Okay, let's go.
Good, everyone. Welcome to the episode of Sportsload. We got the Three Musketeers today. We got my guy, Mr. GPS, Garrett Paul Smith. I'm your host, Ja. And my guy over there to the right, far right, is Mr. Van. Van, how we doing today? What's the word?
No.
The Lady
No, it was
Huskies. That's the word.
UConn.
Yeah, UConn, baby. The Lady Huskies are the women's divisional national champs now. The was surprised. I had them winning. I just didn't think they were gonna win by like it was a
They
blowout.
dominated.
They dominated them. Like from the second quarter, it was over.
I don't think it surprised me too much. I think they were, they kind of win.
You
That's what
had
they
the
do pretty much. They just win
yeah. But, I
championships.
mean, look, honestly, South Carolina got nothing to be like down about because they weren't really. It was kind of this is one of the weaker teams, like compared to the previous years. This is kind of a light South Carolina team. Is more like next year recruitment team is gonna be way better. But the fact that they made it to the final, they made it to the national championship game, that's nothing to like keep your head, keep your head, you can keep your head up high with that one. But it was just Paige. What's the name? Beckers.
Yeah, some of that page.
Yeah, Paige is like she showed out, man. It was UConn was just dominated, man. And Gino, that's what the 12th national championship. But Gino and all but one coach. Like when Gino got to that program, like they were nothing. They were just it was mostly a men's basketball team, pretty much. And now you got like literally two championship programs with male and female. I mean overall, but it was a good win for them. I don't spend too much time with the ladies because to be honest with you guys, we're not experts
Can I say
in the
one thing?
women. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Paige is better than Caitlin Clark.
Ooh, that's a
No,
hot
she's not.
take.
Yeah, she is.
No,
Yeah,
no,
she is.
no,
That's
no,
a
she's
hot
not.
take.
Not even
Overall.
close. No,
Overall.
she might be a better player, defender,
And not
whatever.
shooter. Did
She can't
Caitlin
outshoot.
No.
Caitlin's a better offensive player. She's a better offensive player. I think if I think no, I still think Caitlin's gonna have a way better career than her. Paige is injury prone. She blew out
Yeah,
her knee
that's the
twice.
only downfall. Injuries.
Yeah. If Paige was healthy, what I mean? Like
UConn
I
would have
could
won
say
more.
UConn would have won more, and I think she'd actually be in the same conversation with Caitlin. For sure,
Yes.
like legit, yeah. I think them injuries held her back, and is she considered the number one overall pick now that Juju's out?
It could be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think look. Honestly, the WNBA is in a lot better place anyway. Regardless, like they're watchable
Yeah.
now, and it's all because of Caitlin Clark, and she's really like a legit baller. And I think Beckers is good. I think she can be. I don't know what her ceiling could be really. 'Cause I know she's like, if she's healthy, she could be one of the best for sure, especially point guard. But the WNBA man, they're rough. They're like they play like the '90s kind of style of basketball. You know what I mean? There's a lot of
They're aggressive.
rough housing. They're very aggressive. So I don't know if Paige is built like that. In a way, I didn't think Caitlyn would have been, but I think she thrives under pressure. So I'll love to see how it goes for Paige. I'll say the verdict is still out. I wouldn't even say no. Right now, I'll say no, but maybe in the future, maybe my opinions of her will change.
Now I think Juju's gonna be better than both of them.
Yeah, I think Juju's ceiling is way better. She's overall better.
Yeah.
Again, though, the knock on her, she's gonna come back for her senior year or junior year though. She's not going to the draft this year, so she could actually and she blew out her knee, right? She blew out her ACL?
ACL.
Yeah, so she's gonna be out for a while. So build her stock up. She might end up playing for her senior year as well. So we might have Juju, like maybe 2 years from now, and see where she's at. Because you can't judge her next year because she's coming back from injury, and she's actually gonna end up playing with a top recruit for in USC, like the number one recruit. I forgot the chick's name, but she's supposed to be really good. She's a point guard. So USC might come out the gate as the number one overall, the number one favorite coming in next year. So it'd be best for Juju to just stay pat and build her stock up, and then she's good enough to be the number one overall pick in any draft going forward. So I think Juju will be fine. She just gotta perfect her craft, get that jump over consistent. That's my knock on her.
Yeah.
She gotta get that jumper too, because she's a scorer. She's like the female. Anytime I see her play, like she reminds me of Carmelo Anthony, the female version. She could just shoot anywhere. So when she gets hot, she's like mellow. She literally plays like a mellow
Yeah.
game. Like she's
I can
like
see
a
that.
female mellow. Yeah, she could be like once she get that the consistent 3-point shooting, there's no stopping that kid. She's gonna be really good. Like Caitlin Clark is like the nice little appetizer, but you want a full course meal, Juju's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Wait till Juju hits the field, man, hit the court. Like she's gonna be legit. She's gonna be legit. She's fun to watch too. Yeah. I mean, look, man. You would have told me like 2-3 years ago I'd be caring about any female sport, I would have been
That
laughing
is
in your
true.
face. So the fact that
That
we're
is
even
true.
talking, we're starting the show with the women's, the women's championship game says a lot going forward. The WNBA is watchable, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I could definitely go to a WNBA game and like not worried about the ambiance. I can actually watch the game. Yeah, so I think it'll be fine. Well, keeping
He's
the college tune. What's going on with what happened with that Duke team, bro?
dope artist.
You think they choked?
They should not scored one field goal in 10 minutes of
10 minutes. They didn't score one field goal
Yeah.
in 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
I think they gassed, man. I think they gassed out. I think they just ran out of gas. They once they had they played them. Cooper played 38 minutes. That was a terrible shot at the end, though. I didn't like that shot from
Yeah, the end shot was
that
terrible.
last shot. That
They
was a
say
terrible
it
shot.
could have been fouled.
Look, it's the last play of the game. You want the refs, so the refs shouldn't get involved in that.
Yeah.
You want that to end the right way. The better team, I think, won anyway. I think one thing with Houston that they did struggle with, that they might have struggled with against Florida, is the size. Like Duke's size really did bother them, but their athleticism is what got them over the hump. And honestly, that coach has been around the block for a long time. Calvin Sampson, he's been there, so he knows he had his guys ready. And in a way, Duke was outcoached. No, definitely outcoached.
Yeah, they didn't Coach K.
Yeah, Coach K would have never had Cooper Flag out for 38 minutes.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
Cooper Flag would have been out. He would have had them rest. Like I know it's the Final Four. It's a win-win, but like they were dominating the majority of that game. They could have rest Cooper Cup a lot, like at least twice in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they could have at least rest that kid up. And then like the thing that bothered me the most is like, dude, they had like it was a 6 or 7 point lead with 1 minute left in the game. 1 minute left in the game. And
They draw a foul or something.
Yeah, Drew foul. They missed a free throw. The kid was 90% free throw shooter, and he missed the free throw. You know what I mean? And that killed them. They was out rebounded. They played tired. They looked tired. Houston out hustled them, out coached them, outplayed them in the last minute.
Houston outshot them as well. Better shooting percentage in field goals and 3-point.
Houston didn't go on a major run to like the last 3 minutes of the game. You know what I mean? The last 3 minutes of the game is when Houston really went on that run.
That's when it mattered, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the NFL is what the final 2 minutes of a game is closed.
Yeah,
The 2-minute drills. Yeah,
that's when it matters.
College basketball, yeah, it's pretty much to the 5-minute mark. That's when you got to start pushing it. If you're down by 10 and with 5 minutes left, you're still in the game. You know, you can still pull it off. Yeah, but Duke looked tired. They looked tired from the 5-minute mark. They were tired. They were
Also,
gassed.
Houston has a really good depth outside of the top five.
Yeah.
That's something
Look.
Duke didn't have.
Yep.
Yeah, I was not shocked by the outcome at all. I think Houston is like they're just a better team. You know what I mean? There's no one star in that team. Like they're just a collective group of just good guys, like legit players. Like I keep saying, they Duke face grown men. You know what I mean? They face legit men. You know what I mean? That's what happens. Like
just 5
sometimes
above average good players.
Yeah.
First
yeah,
one, really excellent player in Cooper Flag.
Yeah. Now the other team, Florida, they beat Auburn. That was a good win for Florida. They needed a game like that.
Convincing win.
They needed a win, like a good fought win. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they stoop down to their opponent's level. And one thing I would say, going to the national championship game that Florida cannot do is get off on a slow start. They every game they played in this tournament, they started off real slow. Like they start going like probably 1 for 7 and early on, and they tend to fight, come back from behind. Now they have the personnel, the team to do it and come back, and they got shooters and legit players on that team. But a team like Houston, I don't think that could happen. Like Houston will clamp down on them. Like you can't play like that against Houston. It could have worked with Duke, and I think Houston actually match up better with Florida. So like to me, even though I have Florida win, I still have Florida winning it. I
Yeah.
I still think, yeah, I think Houston's a legit threat more so than Duke. Like if I was Florida, if it was me, I really wanted Duke because it would have been a better, I would have been more convincing win. Houston is like the worst case scenario for Florida.
They claim it though. It's the truth.
Yeah, Claim's gonna be if he's going to the draft, he's gonna be right after Cooper Flag.
You think so?
Yeah, he's that good. I
Over
think his
Dylan
stock,
Harper, Ace Bailey, James Richardson,
if not then it's top
Eric
five.
Cooley.
I think top five,
Yeah, I would say top 10.
top 10, fair. I think he's good though. I think he's really good. I know you put him on a good team, he's gonna shine. That kid can play. The only thing is he's undersized.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, he's a point guard, right? Am I bugging?
I know he's a guard. I just forgot.
Yeah, he's 6'3". He might be undersized with these like the three some wings. Compared like wings are like what 6'4", 6'5" nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I think he's a good player. I think he's gonna he gives you like his play reminds me of like Steph Curry when he was at Davidson. Like that kid could shoot. He could shoot from anywhere. Like he's a legit baller. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be close. I don't think I think if I said it if Florida scores over 80, Florida wins. They gotta go above 80. They gotta hit 80 or above, and they'll win. Anything under that, it goes into Houston way. Houston will win that game. Like Houston, their defense is legit. You know what I mean? Their defense is legit. So if it's a high scoring game, it benefits Florida. Like if I'm them, I'm coming at Houston off the gate. Off the gate, you gotta go out there. Let Houston play from behind. Like that, go into a double digit lead and a half, then see where it goes from there. Let Houston play from behind. And hopefully they gas out. Cause let's be honest, that Duke game, that's an emotional game too. Like that could have been their national game right there. Like sometimes you put in the most work in the game before the national championship, and then you come in the national game and you play flat. That does happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That game was an emotional game. No, Coach Sampson's he's a great coach, so he'll have his boys ready, I think. But you can't come out there flat. Both teams can't come out there flat. You know? They just beat the Goliath of the NCAA. You know what I mean? So you can't go and shoot a whimper against, Florida. Because Florida will abuse you with that.
Florida's favored, by the way, in the championship.
Like 1.5?
Yeah.
It's like all this.
1.5.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
1.5 point
It's
favorite.
a pick 'em. Yeah, it's a pick 'em. Like I think Florida. Again, this is the worst case scenario for Florida, I think. But I still have them winning. Again, it has to be a high scoring game. It has to be a Florida game.
Yeah, all offense.
Yeah, it has to be an offensive game because Florida's defense is sketchy at best. You know what I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they do play defense when it matters. But in the national championship game, you gotta play defense every minute, every second of that game. You can't no days off. You see how the Connecticut women play? They just shut them down from the second quarter on. That's how they gotta play. They gotta play like that. No plays off. You know what I mean? So you going with who you got? You got Houston?
Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
That's
Yeah,
where
I
my
got
money
Florida.
is too. So
Yeah, my money is in Florida as well, so I can't back out now.
I bet
Again,
on
I know
them
you're-
in February. So I'm going to get money.
Me too. I have Florida winning it all early. I have Florida versus Duke. My Final Four wasn't that bad. I had St. John's. No, I had Florida. I forgot. I had Florida, Duke, Houston. I know I didn't have Auburn. Maybe I have Michigan State. I don't
Michigan
remember.
State.
Yeah, I think I just missed out on the. I didn't have 4 number ones. I had probably 3 number ones and maybe a number 3.
Yeah, we had to talk. These NIL deals are ruining college basketball, no?
Yeah, it is. Like
Yeah.
the NI, I don't like. I specifically don't like them during the tournaments. I think that's corny. Like players announcing the draft or even like they're going through the portal. I don't like that during the national tournament.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
wait till.
After the season, like dude, it's only 6 games. You can wait after 6 games or whatever.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? To just yeah. And then the overall NIL deal, like, is it like is it a year-to-year thing?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like Cooper Flag is making 3.7 million. Like, he don't need the NBA money right now. He could literally just like chill and make another 3 point something, or even the price might even go up if he goes to the portal. Like, I don't know. The NIL. I don't think if it's a year-to-year thing, I don't like it. I think if you're a college kid, you should invest 2 years into college. You know what I mean, or at least 3. And there should be a flat. I can't say a flat rate because certain players are just above other players. You can't, there's more
Yeah.
talent than others. Like, if you're like a top 20 recruit, then you're the highest paid, I guess. Like what, 5 million, and then it goes down per wherever your stock is or wherever your ranking is. I don't know how, you know what I mean?
I think it's different varying based on the state because different states have different rules about it. It's like it's pretty complicated.
It's very complicated.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you,
Because it's also based on the player too. Like they can negotiate deals with companies or sponsors and whatever, basically
True.
get as much money
And
as
it
they
depends on
want.
the-
So it's
and
not limited
it
to
depends on the college,
anything. It's
too.
just whatever they can negotiate for, whatever they can ask
Right, and
for.
it also depends on the college too. Like a team like a college like Duke, they're not gonna get this. They're not gonna get not the same players like fucking VCU or Creighton.
Yeah,
Or even
exactly.
North Dakota State. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the players who
So,
are at bigger
you know,
schools and more popular are going to get more money. It's just how it works. I mean,
and better players.
yeah, better players
You know
also.
what I mean? That's the problem. And so good. Like, and this tournament is actually a perfect example. There's no Cinderella at all.
Yeah, it was
There's no
pretty.
Cinderella.
It was very chalk.
2 years in a row. Yeah, 2 years in a row.
It used
There's
to
no
always be a
Cinderella.
Cinderella, and now it's like,
No, I'm
And-
saying
Yeah,
second
and
time ever the 4 number ones made the final
yeah,
4.
since 2000. I had the stat line last week. I think it's in 2003 was the last time we had like 4 number ones.
and that's when Syracuse was in
happened
the
one
tournament.
Yeah, Melo
Yeah.
was playing in that.
Yeah,
time.
that's when Syracuse was in the tournament. I remember that.
Yeah. So I think the NIL is actually. Look, I think the players.
It needs to be revamped, I
compensated.
think, and changed a little
Yeah.
bit because the schools they're making a lot of money off this, so they should.
Mhm.
They gotta or what they need to do is I was talking with someone yesterday. They should separate the teams from the schools because they're not going to school. They're just playing sports. Like they're semi-pro, right? Like they're not.
True.
They're not actually
Yeah, I
students,
doubt
really.
Cooper Flag is going to class. Is he
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
class?
These guys are not going to class. Like, come on. It's,
mean-
let's be real.
When I was in St. John's, I had classes with Shamari Pons.
Oh shit! Did he go to class?
Yeah.
Instead of sometimes though, or all the
Thing
time.
is, like the classes they would take are like the bullshit classes. Like I like those.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing. They
it
take
was like, yeah.
basket weaving, and then it's like, yeah, they go to class, but it's not even real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to
Yeah,
they need to redo that whole thing. It's kind of broken. A
And
lot
then
of schools are going into
it's-
debt because of it too,
Yeah, I heard
and
about
it's
it. Going into a lot of
taxpayer
debt,
money too. It's not even the school's money. It's taxpayer money.
Oh wow, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So, they don't have like a way like how NFL or even like all major sports do, like all the major teams are raking in all this money, but there's like a trickle down effect, like for like the like the mid majors or the low end school, like like how the big markets always whatever deals they make.
Yeah, revenue sharing. Yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
They don't have revenue sharing.
no.
So, yeah, see, that's the problem. They should have revenue sharing because, there's one of the teams that was, I think, I'm probably butchering it, but one of the teams that was in the tournament, it was a 16 seed or 12 seed. one of the low end schools. I want to say like St. Francis. Once they lost in the tournament, they just went to Division Two. They're like, we're Division Two. We can't compete. Like they just decided to go Division Two.
St. Francis.
Well, St. Francis, right?
When they went D3.
Yeah, go D3. See, they couldn't because they can't compete in a D1. They can't afford to compete with a D1 school or not even a D2 apparently. They went to D3. They're like, no, we don't even bother D2.
Wow,
We just
straight to
went
D3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The D3, you don't have to pay scholarships. There's no scholarships.
See,
That's
so that
probably
right there
why.
tells you the money. That's the money. It's the money thing. They have to find a way to where they can have a trickle down effect for lower end schools or mid major schools or whatever you want to call them. And everybody, because they have to move the money around. I don't think taxpayers should be funding this. This is a fucking sport. It's not
Yeah,
a bill.
exactly.
It's not the role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like,
that's the thing. They need to get the taxpayer out of
NCAA
it and make it a separate entity so it makes its own money, and then they can pay the players off of that, and then plus all the
Yeah,
sponsors and all that shit. And then just
yeah.
the best players get paid the most, and the smaller schools get just a little bit, and that's how it works.
If you got top 20 player, look, whatever they want to do, even if it's top 50 or top 100, who cares? There's a bunch of players out there. Everybody should get. If you play college sports, you should be compensated because it's a small percentage of people are going to get drafted anyway in any sport, whatever sport you're playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they should be compensated. You know what I mean? So it just depends on how they get compensated is the way. It's gonna be tough because it's gonna be controversial no matter what.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not easy to figure out who's gonna get paid what and where from.
Yeah, and then the NCAA generates a lot of money, so I don't know what how they just don't compensate out of their own pocket. Create a format where it's like, okay, we're not like a taxpayer thing. We're just a private entity, and we're just gonna come out of our own pocket, and all the money comes from sponsorships anyway. It's a billion-dollar industry. You know what I mean? Sponsorship, ads, everything. They're streaming service. Like, come on, people. You think people are like, I have DirecTV streams. You think they're not paying for this? They will pay top dollar for this.
Yeah, DirecTV pays them to stream that shit.
Yeah.
The TV contracts are insane.
Yeah, they're more watched than NBA. Like the college, even though there was like there's no big drama in this tournament. Most games drew higher ratings than the average NBA game. Like people were watching because it's a once in a lifetime thing. That actually tells you what the real issue is with the NBA right there. You know what I mean? Like they can't even keep up with kids. You know what I mean? Like it's weird, but the NCAA, it's a fixable thing, but it's gonna be controversial no matter what. Yeah, I think they just went on with it. It's like it was like a rush thing. This seems rushed. This is like a rush decision in NIL. You know what I mean? And then like they gotta get the league. Like, how they gonna branch out like the Big East, the SEC, and all these? Why don't you just get rid of all that? You have your East, you have your Midwest, and you have your Western Conference. Simplify it, call it whatever you want. I think the problem is like in football they need the bowls. You know what I mean? They need their bowls, and that's how they generate their money.
Also, each conference makes their own money too. Like the Big East makes money, Pac-12, whatever.
Yeah, it's tough. When it came to college football, though, I felt like you should have what is it? What they do? The top 8 right now? Is the top 8 playoff? How they do the playoffs? Is it 12?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think you should do it. It's like the major bowls, like what we got: the Fiesta, the Rose, and the other bowls, like the National Championship Bowl, right? Whatever you want to call it. There's 3 major bowls, right?
4.
Rose Bowl
4.
too.
So those 4 major. Yeah. So like it's 4 major bowls. Instead of like just giving it to any team during the playoff, call those the bowls. You know what I mean? Like they
don't do that already, or no? I guess they don't do that already.
They do that.
Yeah, they do that.
I mean, they do that already. Yeah.
Semifinals.
All right, so that's my bad. Good for them.
Yeah. So you do that, John.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good look. So anything else on college basketball? Garrett, by the way, I know you're not a college basketball guy, but like, who would you?
Well, I used to be a college basketball guy. I'm just not anymore. Kind of fell off the wagon.
This happens, man.
Yeah, I used to be really into it.
Yeah, I'm 2 years into it now. Like I care
Like
now.
when I was in high school, I used to like be obsessed with it. I used to I used to have the college basketball game 2K6. Great game.
Oh, I was more of a Final Four. Those games with the Final Four one. There was
Yeah.
another one that EA did. I want to say I forgot what the NCAA for EA Sports was. I forgot that one. The same people that made Live made that one.
Yeah.
I forgot
This
what it
one
was
was
called, man.
2K. It was like it was good. It was a good game. Although name and likeness now would be awesome in a game like that.
Yeah,
Because you could
well, that
actually
was
put the
they need
real
to bring
players.
back
Because they were
Tommy.
just numbers back. They were just made up names and numbers back then. They weren't actually
Yeah, those just
real.
made up names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nowadays
Yeah.
you'd have like Cooper
Well,
Flag at Duke, and you could have like whatever player you want in there. It'd be great. But
yeah, that'll be good. All right. Well, let's get into the matter of hand. Baseball time. Let's go. Let's go. Ben, how your Yankees doing, man? Y'all still beat up on mediocre teams and shitty teams?
Well, Tommy Pham hit a walk-off home run against us today, so
Wait, you guys lost? Wait, you guys lost that game?
You guys
yeah,
lost? Oh no.
the 10 for 11th inning.
No way. I thought y'all.
Yeah,
I tuned out of that game. You guys were winning. I was like, oh, they got this.
they were losing 4-1. Then they came
Oh
back.
yeah, they did
They tied it.
lose.
Wow.
Pham single
Tommy
lifts
Pham hit a
Yankees.
home
Oh
run.
wow.
Dude, we just talked about Tommy fans.
Crazy.
5-4. Wow.
Aaron Judge had a golden sombrero. Wow. 0 for 4.
Oh wow. Well,
No wonder
look,
why
man.
you guys lost.
Yeah. But look, Aaron Judge is early. He's an AL MVP and Pete Alonso's an NL MVP right now. The two New York guys are hitting. They're hitting crazy. But the Yankees they're 6-3 now.
You don't think Kyle Tucker's gonna win another MVP?
No, this is early. This is early shit. Like Kyle Tucker's
No.
gonna he's probably gonna be up
He's
there.
gonna be in the
fall
race.
off,
He's gonna be
sure.
in the race, but
Yeah, for sure. Kyle Tucker's gonna be in.
I mean, Kyle Tucker's doing better than Pete, no?
I'm only talking shit because there's only 9 games in.
No, I'm
Kyle
saying like
Tucker-
as of
Right now, probably Kyle Tucker. Probably Kyle Tucker is probably the overall MVP. I would say. But I like what Pete's doing right now. Pete's been fucking
he's
killing
been
it right now.
mashing.
which is
hey, didn't you guys win a walk-off today? With
we won a
Lindor?
walk off yesterday.
Oh, it was
No,
yesterday.
yes, it was yesterday. We did
Yesterday,
win a close
yeah.
one today though. Yeah. The thing is that we're not hitting, but our pitching is what's winning us the games, which is wild because usually the other way around for us usually. But now the bullpen, I think we have the second best bullpen ERA now, or it might be first now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, we've been good. We've been good pitching overall. I like our pen. It's good. The biggest surprise to me is so far is the Braves. Like they're the biggest surprise to me. Even with the injuries and the pitching, whatever, I figured like it's the Braves. They'll figure it out. I still think they're gonna figure it out. Right now I'm just shocked that they only won one game.
Yeah, they're like really bad, and it's it's the injuries. They have and then no pitching. You can't name a pitcher on their team that you actually know.
Is Sale not on that team anymore?
No, he's on the.
Wait, where's Chris
Oh no,
Sale?
no, he is on the team still. He is, but he's
Oh,
like the one guy that they still have, but he hasn't been pitching good, not like last year. And all the other guys they have are hurt that you know, so it's like, well,
Strider is not. He's still hurt.
I think he's still hurt. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're just really hurt. So once those guys get back, I think the Braves will be back to their old selves, which unfortunate for us.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, they have
that's the thing.
catching up to do, so that's the good part.
Yeah, as long as like right now, there's no pressure on us. The fact that we're in decent shape and the Braves aren't right now, I'm happy with that.
The Phillies are looking pretty good though, so I'm not happy about that.
Yeah. Well, I think the Phillies are gonna get a. I think they're gonna have a rude awakening this year. I think this is gonna be the pretenders.
Yeah,
In
they
my
don't have the
book.
pitching really.
They've always had the pitching. They're
I think Wheeler's clearly their ace, and I honestly think I'm not sold on the rest of those guys like Nola.
Noah's all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I think I'm not even thinking about the pitching. I think honestly that team's just gonna regress altogether. I think that series against the Mets really hurt them because that was they felt it seemed like they were destined to beat the Dodgers in their heads. Like that was their year.
They just beat him the other day.
Last year. Yeah, they really, really wanted the Dodgers, and the way they lost to the Mets, that was a kick to the balls. That hurt them.
But should motivate them too. Actually, should motivate them to come get back there.
You would think, but a lot of times, like especially in baseball, they're so finicky. Oh, it's done. Breaking news: Vladdy Guerrero agrees 14 years, 500 million. Toronto, done deal.
What? Are you serious?
So I mean, it was rumored to happen. It was gonna.
Yeah, it's not coming. So no Mets.
He just
no Yankees. He's over for his career. Terrible deal.
He's never winning ever again. He has the money though.
He could have got the money somewhere else and still won. He could have gone to either New York teams and got the money and won. Yeah. He wanted to. He chose Toronto, bro. You think Steinbrenner and Cohen couldn't give him? All right, we give you 600. Nah, again, we talked about this last week. I don't think he deserved any of that. He's 300 to me is fair, but that whatever. If you want 500, you could go on 550, 600 with either New York teams. He chose losing.
Yeah.
He just chose the quick buck. He's gonna regret that deal. 3 years, not even 5 years, he'll be traded.
I don't know about that. I think he stays there. I think if he's willing to sign that long, he's gonna stay there forever. He doesn't want to be traded.
What's it called? Sit out.
Oh, we don't have the terms of the contract, right? So
no, it's still way too early for that.
Yeah, so we might get it. We might hear an opt-out.
There might be opt-outs. It's possible.
Yeah, it might be some stupid, crazy shit like Pereira did. Like it was like $100 million, and we could opt out next year, though, some shit like that.
Yeah, like a Scott Boras deal. Like it's just opt-outs every other year.
Yeah. So let's hope that's the case. But I don't know. That's a look, great deal money-wise for him. I'm happy he got the bag, but you're in Toronto. Bo Bichette is your next. You and Bo Bichette are gonna be tied to the hip now. You know what I mean? Like Bassett is. You're clearly your ace in my eyes. Bassett pitched an amazing game. Scherzer's old. He might give you a good 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Minimum 3 games.
Yeah. Is there anything in Toronto like? Van, you're a Yankee fan. Are you, as a Yankee fan, worried about Toronto by this signing? At all? Thank you. Thank you.
There's nothing to worry about.
Done.
It's.
If you would have signed with Boston, would you care?
Yeah.
Even if you signed with Baltimore, you would care.
Oh no, not Baltimore would be scarier.
Yeah. See, Toronto. Yeah. Congratulations.
What about the Rays? Just for going through the whole division.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, it'll be the same. It'll be Toronto all over.
If he goes to the Rays, he goes to die.
I want to know what sold him on staying put. I want to know what
he wants to be the star guy.
He wants to be the guy, probably, because he's been, he's been like the face of the team for a while now.
Yeah.
And his dad was a one-team player, I think, too, right? With the Twins. No, he wasn't.
No, he went to Montreal. Then he went. Where he went to again?
The Reds.
No.
Well, I'll look it up.
Did he go to Boston by any chance? I want to know if he went to Boston.
What was a red team? Was it Angels?
Maybe it was the Angels.
Yes, he was the Angels. Yeah. Did he win a championship with the Angels?
If he was on the 2003 team or 2002 team, he could have.
I think he won a championship. Didn't he go to the Yankees at the end of his career?
No. Oh, it was Expos, Angels, Rangers, and Orioles.
Oh, damn. Okay, I do remember him with Texas. That's a terrible move for fucking Vladdy Jr., man. Damn, I feel like that again.
No World Series.
Yeah, no World Series. But you know what, Van? I think you're right. It had to be because he wants to be the guy.
Yeah, he wants to be the face of the team, which is fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I could respect it, but at the time, he could be the face of a losing franchise for a long time. Possibly 14 years.
I mean, that's fine.
But
look at Trout.
Like, you're not saying... True.
Yeah, like Van just said.
But to be honest, to be fair though, Vlad does well. Again, he's still young, Well, Charles was young too when he signed that deal too, and he was injury prone. So like that, would you say Charles' contract is one of the worst contracts in MLB history? Possibly
No.
every work.
No, I think he's been worth it,
You don't
even
think
if he's
so?
injured.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's the best player.
Yeah, he's been the best player.
When he's
Have you seen his baseball reference page? It's insane.
still
Dude,
Not
it's
now,
like
but like
it was
3
worth
years
it.
ago, I would have been like, I
Even
don't
still,
know.
he's one of the best. Like he's one of the best, still the best stat lines you ever seen on a page. It's crazy.
You think he's a Hall of Famer?
Oh yeah, for almost definitely.
Mike
he has
Trout,
MVPs,
really?
man. Does he have
Why am I not?
MVPs?
He has
Why am I not
a
seeing
he has
this?
a career 990 OPS. Career.
Yeah.
And he had 3 seasons where he won dotted. So yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. I really just
Dude,
anytime
look
I
up
tune into the Angels
his
game,
baseball
he's not
reference
playing.
page and look at his stats. It's crazy. Like there's so much bold on the page, which is league leading. He's led the league in
I did
slugging
not.
3 times. He's led the league in OPS 4 times. He's led the league in OPS plus like 6 times. Like
I did not know that.
he's crazy good.
I guess because he's just in a bad team. I just not
Yeah.
tune out.
The
Maybe.
Angels, Guerrero's gonna be the same as Trout. Like he's gonna be a great player and a kind of a bad team.
And he'll be more healthier though, right? So his stat line might be even better.
Yeah, his stat line might be better even. Because I mean, the last few years Trout has fallen off a bit because he's been really injured. But in his
Right.
prime, like
How's he doing?
from 2014 to or not even 2012 to 2019, he was crazy good.
How good? What was I gonna say? Well, what is he doing right now? How's he doing right now?
I mean, it's still early,
I
but
know
he's
it's early. I know it's early. Yeah.
172, 278, 517, 795 OPS.
All right. It's still again. It's
He
still
has
early.
3 home runs already, so you know.
Hmm.
Oh, there's the Gladdy
When- yeah,
notification. There's the Gladdy or the Guerrero notification.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't say exactly what the terms of the contract is.
If I won't
Oh,
come,
here we go. No deferral deal to keep him homegrown star in Toronto for the rest of his career. So there's no deferral. Sorry. So yeah, it seems that there's no option.
yeah, he wants to stay
That
there.
money is his.
Yeah, he wants to stay there forever.
Wow.
To his detriment, I would say maybe.
If the Toronto Blue Jays was like in the Central or in the West or any other division, all right, I could see it because they could possibly do some damage. In the same division as the Yankees, your competition is gonna spend even more money on you now. Like whatever you spend, they're gonna spend more. You know what I mean? Like you're in the same division as Boston and the Yankees. Their goal in life is to always be better, no matter what. Even if they win a World Series, the goal is to win another one right away. You know what I mean? And you think they could have the financial freedom as the Yankees and Boston, or even Baltimore to a lesser extent? No. I mean, they're going to be stuck with this deal for a long time. And they have to re-sign Bo Bichette, too. You know what I mean? And Gary, you probably know more than me. Their farm system is any good.
I actually don't know if their farm system's any good, but I could look it up.
See? Like, I
haven't heard
the
they're
team
really
is gonna-
good, but maybe.
You're in the same division as the Yankees and the Red Sox. They'll just move on to the next. You know what I mean? Like the Yankees.
Al Tucker.
There you go.
Their farm is not very good. 23rd ranked
There you
apparently.
go. So they're just gonna go after like regular pitching and regular hitters going forward. Like they gave Santander $100 million and look almost $100 million, and he hasn't been doing jack shit. Now, granted, again, I know it's not.
He did hit 40
but
home
he's
runs
always
last
been
year though, so
right, but
that's why
he's
they gave him that.
But he's also like and he's also a free swinger though.
Well, that's why.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, he's gonna
it
strike
comes
out
to
a
the
lot.
comes
He's
to the
gonna strike out a
territory. I
lot.
think he's gonna strike out a
Yeah.
lot. It happens. Power
Dude,
guys.
He did some lazy shit, some lazy ass play to a slow ass Juan Soto, and he threw the ball to second base lazy, like he didn't want to be there. His body language sucked today.
Wow.
Like Juan Soto is not the fastest dude in the world, and this dude just made
Yeah.
a single into a double.
Juan Soto
Because
can
he
literally
picked
only
the ball
hit. That's all Juan Soto can do. He just hits the ball. He doesn't play field. He doesn't run. Dude
Yeah.
just hits.
I forgot. every time the ball hits the right field.
And what was going on with
I
George
get-
Springer, by the way? He looked terrible out there in center.
Oh,
Oh my
dude,
gosh.
George Springer.
Dude.
Did you see that shit, Van, yesterday?
No.
He ran into the wall, right? He just it looked like it was gonna be a home run. I no lie. So,
Yeah.
I don't think it was gonna be. He was gonna hit the wall regardless. So he hit the wall so bad that he literally fucked up his back. But to his credit, Garrett, he did get up and throw the ball right back. It could have easily been an inside.
Yeah, he like firmed the pain and was like, "Fuck this, I'm throwing in. I'm not I'm not that much of a pussy."
He gave everything he had into that one throw.
And he's like,
then
"Oh,
back to the
medic!" He had to go back to the dugout.
And he
collapsed to the. They had to carry him off the field.
And then he made some weird plays earlier in the game too. Like so when he was trying to field the
Yeah,
ball, he looked like
he looks-
awkward out there.
He looks lost at right field.
Yeah.
Because he played center field most of his career, right?
Yeah, he's mostly center fielder,
Yeah.
but he looked lost. He was like he couldn't find the ball or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the thing is with him though, like because he came off of Houston when he was like he got the money off of that 1 year, and then defensively he was a good defensive center fielder, but his bat has fallen off. I think he's batting like 7th now or 8th.
Yeah, his
Really?
bat isn't as
Not
good as it
legal?
used to be.
Yeah, so he's not as good. He's tailed off. But again, I don't know what they're just gonna be this for 14 years. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get better in far as like adding pieces, but you're not gonna add any more. Other than you're not gonna add anything to above average guys, right? Like if you're Toronto, I don't know. I don't know what the next move is. I don't know what.
Really depends on their ownership. Yeah, he's hitting 6 now.
Oh, okay.
So that's still significantly
I'm not-
far down from leading off in Houston.
Yeah, so it's not good. It's not a good. Look, again, shout out to Vladdy for getting the bag. I'm not gonna hate on the bag, but you could have gotten the same bag, if not more, from other players, other teams. I mean, but if you wanna stay there, that's cool. I can't knock it. Look, I'm a diehard Mets fan. I mean, and if I'm playing for the Mets, I'll give a hometown discount just to stay with my team. But
Yeah,
I
me
also want
too.
to win a ring. So if I have,
Same.
yeah, I mean, but I also want to win a ring. I just don't want to sign with a rival. I'm not going to the Dodgers. You know what I mean?
Imagine
I
one of
don't
the
know. Maybe
Braves.
he might never-
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Because it was really just, the thing is though, like going into the next season, he probably didn't want to deal with that headache. And look what happened to Pete. Also, like,
Yeah,
He got
if
kinda, like,
he signs
got
Boris and he
hurt.
gets fucked over.
yeah. So get the bag now.
Jordan Montgomery,
So then-
poor guy.
But I think Van is right though. That Kyle Tucker is next for the Yankees. I think he's perfect for the Yankees.
Yeah.
He's your player to lose.
Yeah.
Definitely your player to lose. Yeah, Kyle Tucker's he's gonna be high on the market too. He's gonna be a hot commodity for sure.
You think he'll get the Soto contract?
How old is he?
He's
Year older.
31, I think, or 30.
He's 31. He's
Think
in his
so.
30s already.
Yeah, he's in his 30s, I
Oh,
believe.
he's not gonna have a Soto contract.
Like Soto's only what? How old Soto?
When he just turned 26, or is he turning 26?
Oh wait, I was wrong. He's 28. All right, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So he could get
Yeah, 30.
Year too
7-year contract maybe.
Yeah, so you can get a 7-year contract. I'm not giving
That's
him a fucking
fine.
14, 15-year contract though.
No, not
He-
10
he
years
does-
either. That's
yeah,
too
he's-
much.
No, dude, I could give him. I could go as high as 7. I don't want to, but I'll give him
7 or 8 years, like a Max Fried kind of
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Probably
The-
more
the
money though.
number
But
is, though, is he better than Vladdy? You guys think? Overall,
Tucker.
mm,
yeah.
No.
I don't know if
the
he's. I
400
don't know
range
if he's
then.
better. Probably yeah. But he plays a different position, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That was not really.
right,
yeah.
so
Bat
he'd
wise, I
probably
think
be the
Vladdy's a better pure hitter. Tucker's more of a power hitter.
No. So he's probably what 300 to 400 range then.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then then you're gonna have competition though. Like that could drive the price up so that I could go 455, depending on who else is gonna bid for him.
Who knows?
So it could. He might just honestly, I think Kyle should be the 300 range. but I could see 4. I think 5 is kind of pushing it, because then you're in Vladdy market, and I don't think he's there neither. I think he's in the 3-4 range. He's good though.
Yeah, he's a great
Yeah.
player.
He's really
Just I don't know
He's
if
a
he's
great
500
player.
million. Great.
Somebody would definitely. Like, the Yankees, I could see the Yankees overspending him, like giving an unnecessary max free contract to him. Why not?
The Dodgers
Yankees would
could also
definitely
outspend too.
don't they have enough? Like, don't they?
I mean, I'm just saying, if we're
Yeah.
talking about teams that might try to sign him, the Dodgers might try.
Like what, to bolster their bench? Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Kyle
yeah.
a bench player.
Yeah, just
You know what I mean?
they need more bench
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, Benson, who else in the outfield?
Teoscar
Yo,
Hernandez,
Betts is looking real good. Betts is looking good too, man. Betts is
Yeah.
looking real good.
and they have
lost a
a
lot
lot
of
of
weight, too.
guys.
Right. So like when I see like Dodgers are 8-1, I'm like, of course they're fucking 8-1 or whatever. Whatever their record is, I'm like, of course that shit is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, duh, their record should be that. Why they lost one game anyway? How they lost that one?
To the Phillies.
I mean, like,
It was the Phillies,
yeah,
man.
I'm not studying the Dodgers, man.
It was,
whatever they lose, they deserve it.
They lost on a strike him out, throw him out, which is
Oh
crazy.
shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like anything else going on in dude, the Pirates look really. I know the Braves are bad, but there's a reason why the Braves are bad. The Pirates suck, man. They look terrible. I mean,
Because they didn't
granted,
improve
they
their
beat the Yankees
offense,
today.
dude.
Dude, they suck, bro.
Yeah, their offense is
Like,
horrible.
That's that's a historical franchise, man. Like, the owner doesn't spend. People will show up to those.
The
games,
owners.
man. They have a
Do you know the owner's name? It's pretty funny.
no, I'm pretty something stupid.
It is Bob Nutting.
What is it?
Bob Nutting.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's nutting all over the fan base right now.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Just
Dude,
everywhere, bro.
dude, the Pirates, the Cardinals, the Yankees, you know what I mean? The Dodgers, Brooklyn, or LA, even to lesser extent the Mets, because the Mets are more of they started in the 60s.
Yeah,
But
that's
there's
our
a lot
newer
of history
team.
behind those teams. You know what I mean? Like, it's just history there. And the fact that the Pirates are this, even Cincinnati's also a historical team. But you could see Cincinnati's trajectory is actually better than the Pirates. The Pirates are just like, no, we're going to stand pat being garbage. Like,
Yeah, the Reds feel like
you
they're
think-
trying at least.
do you honestly think they know Skeens is leaving? They know they're going to trade Skeens for something.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
he's like
It's
the only piece they have, really, and then it's just like
Yeah,
everyone
the
else.
The other guy, Bubba, what's his name?
Oh yeah,
I know
there's
you're
a
talking about, Bubba.
yeah the
Yeah.
prospect.
But yeah, he's more of a wait and see. But like, there is which team is willing to trade away their farm system for Skeens? That's what they're waiting for. They have no intention of signing this kid to an extension by no means.
Every team is gonna try to
No.
trade for that kid.
Yeah,
If your team's
Whoever
not in
has
on
the
that,
best
you're
farm
dumb. It's
Yeah.
dumb.
whoever has
Yankees.
a better farm system overall in the MLB, they're gonna trade after for Skeens.
The Mets
It's
could
just
do it for
whoever-
sure.
whoever-
We can.
It's gonna be a farm. Who's willing to trade their farm? That's it. Trade the farm system, and you get Skeens straight up. That's what it's gonna take. You don't need no major league players. None of that shit. The Pirates don't want none of that. Give us every every A player you got on the damn farm system. We'll take them.
And they'll
That's
still
what it's gonna
suck. They're still gonna suck. Yeah, their
They're
team's
still gonna
just
suck.
not great offensively. They have.
Mhm.
It's just. Ugh.
Bad team, bro. That's just a bad team.
And it's
And I think it's,
purposeful
like,
too.
almost on purpose. Yeah, I'm about to say that they're doing it on
They're
purpose.
like the A's.
Kinda.
Yeah,
But the A's are improving. At least,
The
like.
thing with the A's, they have a plan. Now, whether or not the plan is gonna work, it all stems like, let's just get to Vegas first and see what happens.
They're
That's
they're
what
they're making their
plan
team
is.
slowly better. Like they've been improving slowly, and they're working their way towards being good. Actually,
Dude, and Servino's not even like a one-hit wonder, bro. He's still pitching consistently good.
yeah, he's not injured. That's why he's been healthy.
Yeah,
So,
he's playing really good, and he's not tipping his pitches.
which is always good too.
Yeah, Servino's legit, man. He's a legit guy. The Mets, you should be fucking thanking the Mets. We got him that bag. You
Yeah,
know,
he should have came back to the Mets. I thought, but
I
we let
mean,
another one get
I mean,
away.
I think he wanted the money. He didn't want to stay. He's going to the highest bidder. The Mets wasn't going to give him that money.
That's probably true.
I would, Yeah, I want him to come back, but in a way, like out of all the starters, I'm like, he's definitely not coming back.
Yeah.
He's definitely not coming back. He took if he wanted to come back to a winning team, he would have just took whatever the Mets gave him and then stayed. But he went to the A's and got the money. Like whoever, if you choose to go to the A's or you choose to go to the Pirates, you took the money. Clearly, you took the money. You're not there for the.
Well, you had no better
winning
other
rings.
deals, and you just had to choose that team because that was the best deal you could get.
I would have took the. Look, you're still gonna be a millionaire no matter what. You would have took a 1-year deal with the Mets or somebody, any a team that's on the come up. At least would have paid you top dollar ish. You know what I mean? Like, why not take a chance? Why you gonna go to the A's or the Pirates unless it's like, you know what, to be a shiny object in a turd field? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the bag. And again, if that's what you want, again, it goes back to Vladdy as well. If Vladdy doesn't want to win any rings and he just wants the bag, more power to him. Congratulations. They're not gonna build a statue for you because you're not gonna win a championship on that team. In order for them to win a championship, if the Yankees have that whole division just depletes, or everybody just shits the bed that 1 year. The Dodgers, for some reason, go bankrupt or some shit like that, and then the league is theirs.
No, so 2035.
Exactly.
That's a joke.
Bad. It's when the Dodgers come back to Brooklyn. That's when it's gonna happen.
Never then.
Like it's not good. Yeah. Again, stranger things than what Kansas City won a championship. There's always a sneaking team that could win a championship, but I don't know. Toronto's gonna have a lot. They got to do more work. I'm hoping this is not.
Yeah, they got to add more pieces. You're right about that for sure.
Because you shell out that kind of money, that means you're in the big leagues now. You didn't even get the chance the Yankees or the Mets to talk to him. So you're balling now. You're one of the big boys then. All right, so keep going. Let's see if you can keep it sustainable. Keep that sustainable. Good luck. Good luck to them, because the Yankees is gonna get. It's just gonna. Yankees is like, okay, we'll move on to the next. That's the Yankee mindset. We'll move on to the next. We'll get the next best player. If we're not gonna get him, you think the Yankees are not gonna try and get him? The Yankees are gonna at least be in the office talking. So, I think Vladdy. I'm not there with him, but fuck it. He got the bag. He got the bag. Anything else we want to get through, guys, before we head out?
I'm good.
We're good. All right. Tune in. We're gonna do this live stream for the draft. We're gonna get things in order, so you guys stay tuned for that. We'll do some promos, and once we get everything in order, we'll share with the community and see what's up. So, one of the shortest ones we did this time has been pretty much been
it's still been almost an hour, so
yeah,
it's still been almost an
it's
hour.
one of our short ones. But again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Keep the love going. All right, I'm your host, John. That's my guy, Mr. GPS and Van. We out, baby.
Yep.